Hey everybody, it's Natalie with Spare Bedroom Studios. We are on location again in the dining room to do some resistance training. In this video, I'm going to do a short warm-up, some weightlifting, and cool down with some stretching. So what you will need is a chair for the stretching, so have that ready but out of the way. You will also need either dumbbells or some soup cans, some water bottles, something that you can hold comfortably without dropping if you don't have a set of dumbbells. If you don't have any of that, it's okay to just use the weight of your limbs and go through the range of motion on all of these exercises. Now, if the only set of dumbbells you have lying around is something that is heavier than what you would have used in our classes, then I would suggest that you substitute soup cans or water bottles instead. So get everything that you need ready, out of the way, and we're going to get started on the warm-up. We're going to take a few minutes just to get the blood moving, our heart rate going a little bit faster. So remember that one of the reasons that we warm up is to let our brain know that it needs to redirect blood flow to areas of the body that are exercising. So since we're going to be exercising with our arms and legs when we do our resistance training, we're going to warm up our arms and legs. So let's switch this motion to a little heel tap to the front, a little arm press behind you. So some of the motions that we're going to go through in this warm-up are going to be motions that will mimic some of the resistance training exercises that we're going to do so that our joints and muscles know what range of motion they're going to be expected to move through. It's also a good opportunity for you to test your range of motion, to know if there's anything you need to modify or limit once you're doing exercises with weights in your hands. All right, we're going to change this to a little toe tap behind, a reach and pull with the arms. Another benefit of the warm-up prior to exercise that's a little more intense is to give our joints the opportunity to release some synovial fluid. The major joints of our body are encapsulated inside a membrane that secretes fluid when it's stretched. So these motions are lubricating our joints. All right, let's switch this to a hamstring curl with a bicep curl. All right, let's go back to that reach and pull with the arms. All right, let's drop this, bring it back to a march. Pull your shoulders back. Let's punch the arms upward. All right, let's bring them down. Keep that march though. Take it out a little bit wider and bring it in a little closer. All right, back out wider. We're going to plant the feet and start adding some rotation in a second here. So feet a little wider than hip width apart. Plant the feet, squat, reach and rotate, and alternate that motion to the other side. Now look down at my feet. You'll notice that one is pivoting up on the toe as the opposite arm is reaching upward. We want to let the whole body move as a unit. And remember to keep tension on those core muscles so that you can control the movement of your trunk. All right, let's bring the arms down a little bit. Shoulder height now. Reach out a few more inches if you can. All right, let's bring the hands down. Reach toward the floor. Okay, we're going to take our feet out nice and wide and switch this to a side-to-side lunge. No rotation at first. Now, if you want to bring a little rotation into this, start reaching with the arms to the outside of the bending knee. All right, pull the hands back. We're gonna switch this to some shoulder rolls. All right, walk your feet a little closer together. We're gonna switch the feet to a flutter kick, the arms to a nice backstroke. Work in the largest range of motion that you can manage that is pain-free. All right, reverse the arm direction. Come forward now. All right, let's wake up the hips and knees a little bit. Take your feet out about hip width apart. We're gonna come about halfway down into a squat as you reach the arms forward and then sweep them back. Remember that the first motion you always make in a squat is to shift your hips backwards a little bit. Okay, let's bring the feet in a little closer together. Hip abduction to the side. Sweep the arms across. Okay, I feel warmed up. I hope you do too. We're gonna pause briefly, grab your dumbbells, come on back. Start with a squat and a hammer curl. So feet about hip width apart, toes pointed forward. Make sure you have soft knees, a little bit of a bend in your knee. Don't ever lock your knees straight. Palms facing the body for the hammer curl. Remember, the first movement of the squat is to push the hips backwards and then bend your knees, stand and curl the weight. We're gonna do 12 repetitions of most of these exercises. Remember to exhale when you do the exertion. So on the squat, it's when you rise. 6, 7, 8, nice and controlled. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, weights down. Take your left foot forward, right foot behind you. Straighten your back, pull your shoulders back and down. Hinge forward from the hips, maintaining that nice straight back. Bring the weights out toward the front. Pull to your waist as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. 3, 4, 5, halfway through. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, we're gonna switch the feet. Same stance though for the tricep kickback. So again, draw your shoulders back and down. This time we're starting with a bent elbow, weights by your sides, straighten the elbow and bend. So I'm gonna use split screen to show you some modifications and also some things to avoid. I think this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Very good. All right. Feet underneath your hips again. We're gonna do an overhead press with a mini squat. Round 1, we're gonna alternate the presses. So we'll do 6 for each side. Mini squat is only halfway down, no more. Okay, so sink down into that mini squat, stand, press one arm up, back down into the mini squat, stand, press the other arm up. All right, this is the third pair. 4, 5. All right, one more for each side. That wasn't too bad. Last one. Okay, bring those weights down. Roll your shoulders, shake your legs out. Reposition your feet about hip width apart. We're gonna do some external rotation. So shoulders back and down. Check picture in picture for your side view. We don't want to let the elbows drift backwards. We want to keep them close to the sides, a little out in front, and rotate the weight outward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and last one. Okay, bring those weights down. Alrighty, roll your shoulders. Okay, this next one is one we don't do it very often. It's a little challenging. It's the chest fly. So if you get partway through this set and you can't keep good form, go ahead and put the weights down. Finish it out with nothing. All right, feet about hip width apart. Bring your arms up like goalpost arms. Notice my elbows are at about shoulder height. My wrists are right above my elbows, and they're gonna stay that way. I'm gonna bring my elbows toward one another and then apart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and last one. Those are tough. Okay, bring the weights down. Roll your shoulders, shake your legs out a little bit. All right, we're gonna do some calf raises. Let your arms hang at your sides, feet underneath your hips, shoulders back and down, nice and square the whole time. Keep some tension on those core muscles. Now, press up onto your toes. Now, if you're feeling this in your low back, make sure that you are not swaying your body forward. Okay, I think this is 10. We're gonna take this to 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, and last one. All right, very good. All right, shake your legs out, shake your arms out. If you want to make any changes to the amount of weight that you're using or drop it all together, do that right now. We're gonna start over. And you know I like to mix and match and change things up a little bit for round 2. So we're gonna start right off the bat with a wide stance squat, a sumo squat. So take your feet out nice and wide outside your hip line. Make sure your toes are turned out enough that your knees are tracking in line with your toes. We're gonna do a regular bicep curl with this one. So bring the weights to the front, palms facing forward. All right, breathe in as you go down. Exhale as you rise. Curl that weight upward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. Very good. All righty, feet together. All right, one foot forward, the other foot behind you. We're gonna work with one arm this time, and we're gonna combine the row and the kickback. So come into that split stance. Place one hand on the bent knee, on the thigh of the bent knee. Bring the other arm out front. Pull back for the row, and now extend your arm straight behind you for the kickback. Bend and go straight. In, back, bend, forward. All right, that's 3. Check your core muscles, make sure they're nice and engaged, supporting your spine in this position. I think we're about halfway through. 7, 8. You can leave me a comment about my counting. 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, switch the feet. Okay, whatever is the forward leg, place that hand on the thigh, hinge forward, bring the opposite arm out, pull to your waist, that's the row. Straighten the arm, that's the kickback. All right, row, kick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we've got 2 more. 11 and 12. Very good. Okay. Come back up, shake your legs out, roll your shoulders a few times. All right, we've got the overhead press, mini squat yet. We're not going to alternate these. We're going to do both arms at the same time. Feet about hip width apart. We're going to keep that mini squat unless you need to drop it. Shoulders back and down, weights up at shoulder height. Halfway down, stand, press both arms up overhead. Breathe out as you press up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you feeling the effort of these? 10, 11, and 12. Okay, weights down. Shake out your legs. All right, external rotation is up next. This time we're going to do it with a supinated grip. Feet about hip width apart. Shoulders down and back, elbows bent, palms facing upward. Remember, elbows close to your sides, out and back. 4, 5, nice and controlled. 6, 7, 8. Don't let your arms wander like that. 9, 10, 11, last one. Okay, arms down. Roll them out, shake your legs out. Chest fly is next, another challenging one. Feet about hip width apart. Bring those weights up to your shoulders, elbows out to the sides. Elbows at shoulder height, wrists stay above my elbows the whole time. Bring your arms toward one another and away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop early if you need to. 9, 10. 2 more if you're sticking with it. 11. Last one. Okay, bring the weights down. Ooh, those are hard. Roll your shoulders. All right, shake your legs out. Calf raises next. Remember, we're gonna do 15 of these. Just let your arms hang at your sides. Push up onto your toes. Remember, don't arch your back forward. So if you're feeling this in your low back, make sure you're raising your heels up off the floor only by contracting your quad muscles. I think this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Last one. Okay, heels to the floor. Shake your legs out. Put your dumbbells down. Get your chair, and we're going to do some cool down and stretching. Great work, everybody. We are ready to stretch and cool down. I'm feeling really nice today, so we're going to do everything in the chair. So first, we're going to start with a seated quadriceps stretch. So take a seat on the chair facing sideways, one leg on the chair, the other leg alongside it, toe on the floor, knee bent, sitting nice and upright. You can lean back slightly. Take a nice deep breath. As we're doing the stretching, make sure you're taking nice deep breaths the whole time. We want to let our heart rates come down, our breathing come down, stretch out those muscles we just exercised. All right, draw that leg in. Swing yourself around in the chair. Other leg is on the chair seat. Opposite leg is alongside, knee bent. Sit up nice and straight, even lean back a little bit if you want to. right, back to the center, draw that leg in. All right, don't sit all the way back in the chair. Sit closer to the front, but make sure you are on the chair and you're not gonna fall off. We're gonna do a hamstring stretch. So extend one leg out straight, heel on the floor, foot flexed, toe pointed up toward the ceiling. Raise your arms up overhead and hinge forward from the hips, reaching down your leg. Try to keep your knee as straight as you can. You should feel a nice stretch along the back side of the outstretched thigh. If it hurts, I want you to bend your knee a little bit or back up a little bit. But if it's comfortable, stay there. Deep breaths. All right, draw that leg in. Extend the other leg out straight, heel on the floor, toe pointed straight upward. You should feel a stretch in the calf as you're doing that. Raise your arms up. We're going to hinge forward, reaching down the leg. In addition to that calf stretch, you're going to feel the hamstring stretch above the knee. Breathe out and lean into it a little bit more. All right, bring that leg in. We're going to do some upper body stretches. Sit up nice and straight. We're going to start with a shoulder stretch. Bring one arm across the front of your body. Keep it straight. Now bring that other arm up from underneath. Use it to hook that straight arm and pull the straight arm closer to your chest. Sit up nice and straight as you do that. Don't let your shoulder creep up towards your ear. Keep it down. And just hold here. Okay, bring the arms down. Opposite arm comes across your body. Keep the elbow straight. Now bring the other arm up from underneath. Hook it, draw it in towards your chest. You should be feeling this stretch on the back side of your shoulder. Okay, release those arms. We're going to do a quadricep stretch. So extend one arm upward, bend it at the elbow like you're patting yourself on your back for a job well done. Bring the other arm up over your head, grab the elbow, pull it towards your head. Now watch your picture in picture for your option if you can't manage to get one arm up over your head. You should be feeling this stretch along the back side of the bent arm. All right, switch the arms. Opposite arm goes up straight. Bend at the elbow like you're patting yourself on the back. Other arm comes up over your head. Pull that elbow gently towards your head. All right, release your arms. Bring them down. We're going to do some shoulder rolls, whichever direction you want first. All right, now change the direction. Okay, lace your fingers together out in front of you. Let your upper back round, drop your chin down. You should feel a nice stretch between your shoulder blades. All right, now turn your palms outward, raise your arms up. Just go up as high as you comfortably can. Hold here for a few seconds. Okay, release your hands, bring them around behind your back, or you can grab the chair bottom or the chair back, whatever works for you. Pull your shoulders back and down, press your chest forward, lift your chin up. Your chest is nice and open right now, so take advantage of that. Take a nice deep breath in and a long exhale. Do that a couple more times. All right, release your arms, shake your hands out. Thank you for doing this resistance training with me. I miss you all, and I hope to see you in the gym again. Now remember the rule about resistance training, that you never do it 2 consecutive days in a row. So if you're going to recommit to resistance training and start doing it regularly, don't do it again until at least the day after tomorrow. And I love you all. I miss you. Hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye.